Welcome to a cold, snowy night in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and that's the reason why I'm currently sat in my hover bike. And before we get started, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You've made some very interesting points, especially about this start and the need to scavenge and the necessity of grinding. Life is getting interesting, and I must admit this planet is proving to be a little bit of a challenge. Anyway, I think moving on now, we need to take a bit of a catch up. In the last part, I was looted down the UCH Dart and the Heidelberg to get the resources I need to make the SV. And right at the end of that video, I said I was going to go out and see if I can get some more copper. And what I actually did is I used the hover bike and went right round this lake looking for copper. And in the end, I even had to make copper from stone, which was a bit of a grind, but I got there in the end. And I think I've got enough resources to be going on with. Now, the other thing somebody posted comments about the fact that the biome round the Talon had extra plants in, and they are correct about that. Although I seem to have struck out a little bit in that with respect to that in this area. I haven't actually found that much in the way of plants there, although I did manage to get plenty of spices around the edge of the lake there. But I'm hoping for that I might be able to find a bit more resources up that way. Anyway, I think what we need to do now is get out of here and go here. Just turn the light on. There's that there. And my original plan was to return back to my base with the hover bike, but that's not actually going to work because I can't carry everything here. You can see I've actually made the silver shade light to make us save a bit of time, so we're just going to get in there. And you can see I've just, by resin the ship here, which is one reason why I didn't want to do it, is I've upset the Talon a little bit. I come in here now. You see my standing with the Talon has dropped a little bit again because I actually deployed the thing, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, right, let's just get silver shade lights, ammo container. We're just going to get everything we can out of here. One thing I did find was a nice pile of gold ore, so I should be able to make an EVA suit, which I think is going to be quite important given the temperatures that I've been experiencing. And I think the other thing we're going to need to do almost straight away is get some fuel. Okay. You can go to container controller, ammo, fridge, fuel. I think we're going to have to put half of this fuel in. Hoping not to put so much in, but I don't think we've got a lot of choice. We'll power on, turn the thrusters off, turn the lights on. That'll make sure the fridge won't actually do anything. Alright, we're down to 17 degrees. The trouble with this portable heater, you can see it only lifts me up to 0, which if I show you my light suit stats, see the temperature range on my light armor is only down to 5 degrees centigrade, so this isn't actually helping me. It slows down the process of losing heat. I think for the moment to compensate I need the EVA suit because these silver shade has got an armor locker in. I should be able to flip between the EVA suit and not when I'm fighting, because of course the EVA suit reduces armor. I'm not spending way too much time talking at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do is just get into here, go to player, container, flip the fridge and back to container controller. And what we're going to do is try and get as much of this out. Oops, no, I don't want it into there, I want it into here. We're going to take everything we can. Actually, you stay up there for the moment. We'll take these message stuff as well. Let's grab this. It's back to here. Cancel. Put that back on again. Computers. Cobalt. I also, at the same time as I was collecting the copper, I got a little bit of silicon and some iron, but I'm still going to need more. I mean, resources are pretty low at the moment. How am I doing for temperature? I'm getting down to 15. I don't have much longer before. Oops, and I've got. We're just going to come this way. And grab that, grab that, grab that. Okay, I can take the hint. Just pop in into here before I get too cold. Just cancel that. Get this up into here. Right, the temperature's building back up again. And of course I've got no portable constructors. So get into here, click up the silver shade light. And let's grab that. A little bit more. Just pull out as much of this as we can. Just put that into there. Just do the last one. That can come out. That means this is completely empty. Let's hook that out. Of course, as Snafu pointed out, that I was quite happily wandering around with that. We can turn you off. Just make sure we've got everything out of view. Just turn that off. Damaged bike, cargo box, bridge. Yes. So that is completely empty. So I've now got an SV, but I've got an SV with no ammunition whatsoever at the moment. So the question is, which way to go? Let me just see what the if I fly east, we'll fly into the sunshine. I think that might be the better solution. We'll save the exploration of the west. So we're going to go east, and if I can get out of Talon territory, maybe I can kill some predators. If I can get another 3 predators, life could be a little bit easier, but I'm going to have to be careful. While I was exploring the edge of the lake, I did run into a few predators, and I actually was attacked by one of those arachnids, and what it actually did was it actually gave me frostbite, and I actually had to use some of my medication to deal with that. I also killed a couple of pteropods. I'm just going to have a look here just to see some spices there. We're just going to drop down and grab those on the way back. I mean, we're outside of Talon territory now, and I'm kind of half looking a pteropod or something. One thing that nearly did get me killed was the fact that I was quite happily collecting items around here, and I actually ran out of shotgun ammunition. There's nothing else here. We got some buds, so grab those as well. I think the game is glitched out a little bit also, in the sense that some of the plants are actually growing in the water at the moment, and we're just going to keep scouting these islands. Pteropods, please. I really want to improve my standing. There's more spices there, but I think we can come back for those later on should I need them. I mean, spices are quite important to getting the better quality hams. I mean, we're still working our way east, so we're okay. That looks a bit like silicon. If I can just land. Thank you, game. Oh well, we'll take the rock, since I've made the effort to land. As I said, I've had to produce copper from rock just to be able to do it. To be honest, I've never had to do that, so much of it, in any playthrough I've done. I've done a little bit sometimes just to build the first portable constructor, but I think this is the first playthrough I've ever done where I've had to consistently mine and convert rock into resources that I actually need. But it's all fun. I mean, I must admit, I like the challenge actually. I think somebody actually posted a comment that said that they enjoyed the challenge as well, and I think one of the things that has been happening recently with Empyrion is that I think from 9, 10 and 11 the starts were getting progressively easier. Oh look, that's a pteropod just surfaced there, but of course you can't kill them in the water. So in some ways I'm glad that Empyrion have actually started to make the start a little bit more tougher, a little bit more thoughtful. Let's just see. We're actually getting down onto this edge now. This is the area where I was checking, so we're not going to find any resources here because I scoured this area pretty effectively. But we'll keep looking I didn't wander too far inland. Well, we're getting close to the large wreckage now, so looks like there might be some plant protein there. We'll certainly stop and pick that up. Okay, we've now reached level 9. So every little bit of plant protein. The only problem is if when this ship hovers, it actually consumes a lot more fuel. If you actually watch, if I fly, the aerodynamics kicks in, so the ship becomes more fuel efficient. So the downside of this slow flying is that it does increase fuel consumption. I think we got enough mushrooms for the moment. Got some wreckage here. Part of me would like to stop and scrap a bit of steel plates out of this. Actually, it's just see what the temperature's like. What happened to the thermal thing? Oh, brief moment then I thought I'd left it behind. I was gonna fridge. Put that into the fridge for the moment. Temperature's not too bad, so I think I can stop off here, and I'm just going to pick up some kind of loot this place out. Actually, did I? I'm pretty sure I actually picked up everything here, but yeah. So I'm just gonna think what I can do now, because actually if I come here, take the controller, what we can do is a little bit of undermining, so try and save a bit of time. If we undermine this here, thank you, game. I mean, I don't want to be, don't really feel the need. Okay. I said I know I said I wanted to undermine it, but not quite to that extent. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit too dramatic, but I suppose it saves a little bit of time. Because I'm still slightly interested in this power cell thing here, because I wasn't able to access it, so we're just going to see if we can take that apart. Yes, it did drop some fuel. I was pretty sure that there was going to be some fuel inside it. It's just that I didn't think it. I was just going to take this cargo box out. And at the moment, until I get a good source of promethium. Oh, yeah. There was something in there as well, and I missed it. So we're just going to take this. Okay, we're at 9 degrees at the moment. We're okay. I'm just going to undermine this end here. It's a shame you can't actually scrap the escape pod, but I suppose the game won't let you do that. Right, if we undermine here, we might get a collapse again. I'll get rid of you. Right, this is possible that this will trigger it. Right, we've got another 304 steel plates. Oh, they missed that bit. Of 195. I mean, hopefully the ship will take off with this, but if it doesn't, I'm close enough to my wreckage to be able to salvage it. I think that. That one should go. Okay. Just pick up the magic heater. Yes, we can just get off the ground. be it for that. Put that in the fridge. Stamina tablets. What we got? How many steel plates? Got 1,772 steel plates. Yes. That is going to make a big difference. We're going to keep away from the teleporter station just for the moment until I've got some ammunition. Hopefully that when we land here, they're going to give us enough time to make some ammunition. If not, I could be in trouble. We got the ancient tower. We'll certainly be checking. Now I've got mobility, I'm a lot happier. Right, we're going to get in very close. It says heavy snow. Get in close. I mean, we haven't really upset the Xerax too much at the moment. I'm just going to jump out. Get in under that cover there. Of course, we got the. Right, we should be able to get here. I want that in. I want that in. We've certainly got the steel plates. Okay, this should be enough to get started. Oops, the door hasn't opened. That means I'm out of power. In the base, large wreckage. Fuel. Shade light. Drop that in. We have to try and get some solar panels on here. Of course, because the base has got cold, it's going to take a little while to power up. I'll certainly want about 1,500 of those. Right, so that means if a base attack comes in, I can defend the base using the SSV. Let's get there. We've got some gold. Get that. I'm not going to use that. I don't know if I've got to carry these keys around with me. We'll worry about that in the future. In fact, actually, they can stay in here. That can probably actually put that into there. I think we'll just put that there. We'll put those in the player later on. Those can go into the fridge. This can go into constructor in. Right, let's just get this sorted out a little bit. Player one in. I'll put one in the player and one in the silver shade. So that's okay. So we got a portable heater. We got this up and running. We got that there. Next thing I wouldn't mind to make is right, we're going to make gold ingots. Yeah, the game's a bit odd in that respect because I think basically what we got to do, well, what we'll do there, I want to make the EVA boost straight away because that means I can get some protection from there. Next thing, constructor outs. Get those 600 rounds in there. I'm going to be a lot happier now. Okay. You're making the rounds. Right, so we've got defenses. Make the EVA boost. Let me just check. Sorry, so I'm flashing everywhere. I'm kind of half nervous about the base attack coming in while I'm doing it. So we got solar panels are ready to go. Unlock the sentry guns. We need a couple of projectile turrets. Because I'm pretty sure if I make 30mm ammunition, yeah, that needs steel plates for nitrocellulose, so we got plenty of that. Right, guns. We'll make 2 projectile turrets. We can put 30mm defenses on the roof. Can I make? Right, what can I make here? We can make the capacitor, and I think we'll make about 4 solar panels. Get that up and running. Have I got anything left in here? Because I did take some stuff out here. So let me just hook this to the large wreckage. I'm just gonna pull the stuff out of here. Actually, let's leave the ores in here for the moment. I'm reasonably comfortable with not having the the key resources in here. In fact, let's just leave that in there in case I need to make some more concrete blocks. Let's get back in it. Minus 23. Wow, it is chilly. Okay, we're gonna have to just do a quick flip to constructor in. Okay, right, player, deploy you. Got and I think we can just put that in that corner there. Now the question is, how efficient is these solar panels going to be? I think even if they're not particularly that efficient, I think if they can... okay, let me just see what's the direction. I'm going to be a bit careful here. That's north, so that is south. So that part is south there. It'd be really great if there was a way that this would show you what the power consumption would be as you place these. My inclination is to go flat. Okay, let's just yeah, up, raise your level. I don't want them like up like that because I want the turrets to have range. Why aren't you showing anything? Oh, that's great. I've got absolutely no. I mean, the solar capacitor is working. Maybe it takes a little while for these to... Is that because it's snowing? So if it's snowing, I've got no power generation whatsoever. I've got 0 power generation. So I've put 4 solar panels out and it says there's absolutely no light power whatsoever. Oh well, I think what I'll do is I'll just leave them there for the moment until such time as I've worked out. Yeah, just give them a chance. I think it's probably the polite way of saying it. Construction crew, right, let's just get some ammunition made for that. I think if we make about 700 rounds of 30mm, hopefully with those steel plates we should be able to do it. Get the cannons mounted on the roof. Oh, I haven't got the ammunition box out as well, so need to remember to do that. Let's make sure we're going to go for the 30mm cannons. I don't really want to use 15mm because copper is very short supply. I think if we have 1 on each side, like that. And where's the... I thought I'd made an ammo box. Didn't I make an ammo box? Okay, a bit of an oversight there, but it'll be okay. Actually, I think let's just get this constructor out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on the EVA boost for the moment, so that I can have a little bit of a wander around here. Yes, thank you, game. Right, I'm now immune to the cold. Look at that. I can walk around here, minus 22, no problem. I'm just going to have to remember to take it off if I get into a hostile situation. Make that. Where can I put this? The trouble is this base is getting a little bit cramped. Let's still get underneath it, yes. I want to try and keep this corner open for a farm. If not, what I have to do is break through here and make an extension that way. Cancel that. Large wreckage. Constructor in, constructor out. Oh no, it's not gonna. Ammo box, that's it. Right, so we've now got the ammunition from that. got a feeling it's the heavy snow that's causing the problem. Yeah, we're still not getting anything from there. Okay. What we're going to do now is just going to go and have a walk around the local vicinity. I think I feel the need to... Actually, sorry. One thing I do feel the need for, although to be honest it's going to be a bit of a challenge because we don't actually have any promethium at the moment, but I think it would be a good chance to make it if I can. F3, tools, drill. We got the resources for that. What am I going to need for make a drill? Energy matrix. Make an energy. What do I need for an energy matrix? Cobalt ingots. So we're gonna have to go and find something. Well, the idea was there. Let's just get some. We got 3 logs. Let's just have a little Skype round here and just gather some more resources because we're gonna really have to try and keep the power going now. That's another 3 logs. There's some silicon there. We're just gonna want to basically get all the resources I can from around the vicinity here, and some plant fiber there. And of course, what I'm really looking for is food. Got some natural stimulant there. Of course, this is all good XP. There's a little bit more plant fiber there. Take that for the XP. Of course, more importantly now, as you can see, as I go up the gain altitude, the temperatures will start to drop. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. No, not for the moment, anyway. And it just means I can have a good reconnoiter around here and see what. Yeah, I mean I could. I'll pick this rock. We'll pick some more stone up just in case I need it. Gives me a bit more stone. There's some plant fiber there. Grab that. So the food situation is a little bit desperate. So we're okay. We've got 231 food at the moment. I've got my emergency food with me. Yes, I have. Of course, I've got the energy bars tucked away inside of my survival constructor. It actually does sound like walking on snow. Snow that's been laid overnight and has been given a little bit of an ice crust on the top. So when you actually break through, it breaks through the top and then it compacts the snow down because it's a little bit harder than normal. I suppose we could do another tree. There's been another 5 logs. Let's go back to the herbal leaves there. Oh, look at that. We've got some plant protein. I really need to. What I need is we need a bandage and one of those. Because I used up some bandages when I was out actually attacking. There's some silicon there. We're certainly going to pick you up. See, you do miss these things when you're rushing around, more worried about trying to stay alive. And so I'll just grab that. Natural stimulants. And anything else around here. I mean, we could use the drone to do some reconnaissance. Not. I mean, there's some more herbal leaves over there, but I mean, I could shoot these, but I've got quite a lot of meat already, so I don't want to kill these because if I get short, I can come out and kill them anyway. Plus, they're quite nice looking, actually. Hello. Don't mean you any harm. And the little ones will actually follow you around. Aha. I say we'll hunt them when it becomes necessary. I've got some meat left over when I was going around the lake. So maybe I should need to start thinking about turning those into something. But we're now actually in light snow. So are these actually... Oh, they're still not powering up. That's annoying. Oh no, we've got a tiny amount of response on them. Maybe we just need the weather to kick them in. I mean, let's see, what's the weather now? Yeah, it's light snow. Yeah, let's just get indoors. There's no... Right, so... player. Rich. Okay, let's just... I think what we'll do is we'll bring the raw products in from here. And that, so what we can do is... what I can do is turn that on. Natural sweetener. Ah, you're cheating game. Trouble is, if I make salami, that is I mean, milk. I can make cheese, but that's only 36. Okay, let's just do an experiment. Let's just bring everything in that I've got in the way of resources, and see what this will let me make. I can make some hot beverages, some energy drinks. Okay, so the only food I can make is steaks still. I need the natural sweetener. We've got to go and try and make peace with the talons. So maybe the next part we'll go and try and do the talon mission so that I can get some plants up and running. Medication wise, well, we're okay for medication wise. Intoxication, which is the one that I needed for, is frostbite, this one. So we're going to make one of those for frostbite. That's confetti moss scrapings. We got, let's make a couple of these because these are also for open wounds and dermal burns. What else we got here? I wouldn't mind a couple of those. In fact, I wouldn't mind a water generator now. Actually, can we make one? Sorry for my kind of slight ramblings. Where's the water generator? Actually, let's get you onto making biofuel. Moment. Start making, churning out biofuel. Just make the water generator. Because in theory, we shouldn't need to go to the lake to do this. Because we're in snow, I think the water generator will work in snow, but I don't know how efficient it will be. I don't know why a water generator's got to be so big. But then again, I suppose it is. There we are. You can actually put the water generator there. I don't want to put that in. We'll put that in just to get that up and running. So we've got a water generator. We've got the base set up. Anything else I need? So I wouldn't mind some grow plots in this corner here. Now I think what we might do is I think I'd rather keep this area for an advanced constructor and keep everything together, and then what we'll do is we'll expand out this way through this wall here and do it, although we'll have to move this. Yeah, this is all pretty weak, to be honest. So, well, that's actually gone up a little bit from the production point of view. Ah, it's because it's starting to go into night. So maybe that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just going to have to keep an eye on the power situation. I think just to be on the safe side. Double shade lights. Take a look. We've got 1,500 rounds of ammunition. I think what we'll do is, just in case the base does run out, put this all back into this. I mean, to be honest, anything that's perishable I would rather have with me. Radiation poisoning. Okay, the rest of this is okay. Yeah, anything that's perishable I'd rather take with me. That can go into, because then if this base actually does run out of power, it doesn't really make any difference. Okay, so that's producing fuel. You can just see the moonrise coming up here. We'll certainly be going out and checking out the moons, but we've got a lot of exploring to do around here. Let's actually just get into here and to see what we got. We've got resources up there. We've got resources there. You can see the drone defending it. And what we'll probably do is push out and start reclaiming some of these resources. I certainly wouldn't mind finding the ancient tower. I certainly would like to try and find some more alien buildings so we can loot them down. I mean, hopefully there are some on this planet. So maybe our first target will be here. But that's going to be for the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.